Breakpoint Jam before? Raise your hand if this is new to you. Raise it high. Higher, touch the ceiling. Okay, awesome. So you are in for a treat. This is gonna be a blast. If you don't know, Breakpoint Jam is, these folks have maybe played together before, but also maybe not. And you're in for some really good songs. I'm gonna get out of here now. And I'm gonna hand it off to Daniel. Yeah. All right.
Actually, a very exciting show. Celebrating his birthday, the first Breakpoint Jam of 2025. It's selling out in Chicago, near Chicago, 2 years in a row. Please welcome to the stage, James Dempsey. Clearly that was an asynchronous call, James.
Hello world's a friendly little stream, shouting out to everything. Hello world, I'm like, that's a little fast, Ellen. I'm an old man now. Not that slow. There we go. Hello world's a friendly little stream, shouting out to everything. Hello world, I'm glad to be here with you. Hello world is what you're gonna write when you're programming your fight. Hello world, I'm writing some code for you. Bridge, it can be daunting. Technology is daunting. Don't get downhearted, just get started with the line or two. Crank it out, hello world. How you gonna greet every new programming language you meet? Hello world, hope you're glad to be here too. Hello world, now don't be surprised. Hello world can be localized. It's a great big world to say hello. Another bridge, and your mind's really getting over your head. Ain't no delay, just start playing with some code instead. Crank it out, hello world, short and sweet, and a loop is gonna repeat. Hello world ain't too Thank you very much, and welcome to a Breakpoint Jam. How's everybody been doing here at Deep Dish Swift 2025? I've had an amazing time. All of the speakers have been fantastic. And yeah, we hope you enjoy this Breakpoint Jam. So just to tell you a little bit about myself. So I do work on some different things. There's swiftversion.net, which is maybe the easiest way to find out which Xcode versions go with which versions of Swift. I always get totally baffled. I work on a little freeware app called Build Setting Extractor, which is the quickest way to get your build settings out of an Xcode project and into XC config files. And I also work in a number of the work groups in Swift, the Swift organization, the website work group, and the contributor experience work group. And then of course, I also do James Dempsey and the Breakpoints. We do Breakpoint Jams. We also do a full concert the week at WWDC, and we'll be announcing that very shortly for this year. And all of these things are part of what I like to call James Dempsey's cavalcade of profitless pursuits. We'll be talking about a profitful pursuit a little bit later, but let's jump back into the songs. So, Deep Dish Swiss 2025. What is our next song? Oh, I know what it is. It is a song about a feature we all love in Swift. It's a little thing called the optional song. That's right.
You want to count it off so I don't kill you this time?
Yeah, sure. Bum, 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 bum. It was clothing optional. As I stepped onto the beach, while my eyes got their fill of folks dressed up in nil, I kept my towel well within reach. Now you know an optional, a strongly typed, wrapped up little gift. The moral of this optional story is very mandatory. When your coding is swift, the moral of this optional story is very mandatory. When your coding is swift. So, I want to give a shout out to the Breakpoints. So the way that these Breakpoint jams work is that these folks coming out of town, from all over, rehearse up the songs on their own, and then we get together for a little while before performing it in front of you. So for all their time and efforts and lending their talents to the effort, please give a round of applause to all of the Breakpoints. So I'd like to introduce them. First, on guitar, Ellen Shapiro. And then on slide advance keyboard, Mr. Daniel Steinberg. Anyway. Go backwards. P. So, when folks have played with the band many, many times over many, many years, they are full Breakpoints. When folks are just starting out or have only played with us a couple of times, they are conditional Breakpoints. He played with us last year. He's been at a couple of live near WWCs. Adrian Eves. And then making his Breakpoint debut, Kabir Oberai on guitar. Making her Breakpoint debut, Danijela Vrzan. And she is playing a Croatian tamburica?
Yes, perfect.
I got it. Yes, a Croatian stringed instrument, which is fantastic. And then you heard him on sax, Behar. Also making his Breakpoint debut. So a big round of applause once again for all of this. What are we doing next? Oh my gosh, we're about to hear some sad chords. Cat sticker. Oh, but these sad chords. Even a revenue cat sticker can't make me happy. Because this song I wrote a long while ago, and you'll know how long ago it was by the references in this song. But it still packs an emotional gut punch to me. Because what I describe in this song is something that has happened to you or someone you love. It happens to thousands, maybe even millions of people around the world every day. I'd like to do that song for you now. Almost dropped my iPhone 5 on the gray stone floor of that Apple store. Almost dropped my iPhone 5. Let's go around again. Words are flying out of my head like crazy. Almost dropped my iPhone 5. no. Oh, yes. So, I'd like to bring another breakpoint up on stage. I think, click through. Yes, Mr. Mark Dalrymple. So Mark will be singing, doing vocals, but he also has joined us on trombone many a time. If you advance the next slide, just that one. So I was visiting like an old antique store, and they had this whole box of sheet music. And I came across this little piece of this barbershop piece. It hit it. Of this song. It was surprising, but it seems like it's from around like 1910. My beautiful mutable shared state. So we'd like to do that song for you now.
Oh, my beautiful, mutable shared state, I don't know how to begin. I decline to resign to the sad fate of the trouble that you get me in. Oh, my beautiful, mutable shared state, with references all over town. Well, my back was turned and then later I learned you mutated your state all around. Oh, my beautiful, mutable shared state, I might just show you the door by adjusting my preference for types with a reference in valuing values much more. By adjusting my preference for types with a reference and valuing values much more.
Thank you. Mark will be joining us a little later in the show. And I think, oh, not quite yet.
No, I'm not trying to start.
Oh no, but if you advance one more. So sometimes, after you've been doing songs, nerdy songs for a while, just out of the blue, on social media, you'll get an uninvited prompt. Somebody will say something and then somebody will chime and say, James Dempsey should write a song about this. And I almost never do. However, this one struck my fancy. Just this notion of Apple Music saying something went wrong, please try again later. So I wrote a little ditty called the Error Message Song. And I'm just going to do that for you now. And it gives the band a little break. And it goes a little something like this. Make sure I remember the chords. Yeah. Something went wrong, please try again later. Something went wrong, please try again later. I was not expecting to present an error message to you. There's nothing more that I can do right now. yes. Just one sec. I think it plugs into this, isn't it? Okay, that's what I thought. Sorry about that. So I mentioned my cavalcade of profitless pursuits. Before we do the next song, I just want to talk to you about a profitful pursuit. Next slide. So I have been doing a course called the App Performance and Instruments Virtuoso course. Oh, thanks. As far as I've been able to discern, it is the only full-length, in-depth course about app performance and instruments that exists, which is why I decided to do it. Feel free to scan that QR code. So I also wanted to just share a couple of testimonials from people who are actually at the conference if you wanted to check in with them, including Mark D, who just sang on a song. Oh, applause for Mark D. No, that is not how you get in the band. It's the other way around. Michaela took the course. And John Gillian. So the next, put that slide back up. They got to get the QR code. So the next round of the course actually starts this coming Monday, May 5th. We still have a few seats available. Scan the QR code on the site. There's full details, including you can read all of these testimonials and more are there. I don't think I've ever done an actual plug in the middle of one of my shows, but you know, people have seemed to be really enjoying the course, so I really just want to get the word out there. So thank you very much for putting up with this in the midst of a show. All right. And then I lost the crowd. All right, we're going to do a song called The Accessibility Song. This is the UIKit iOS version of the song. There is already a Mac OS version of the song. I don't yet have a Swift UI version of the song.
Enough?
That's enough. Sure. So, is a tiny little circle. It's you're doing twice.
Yeah, I was doing twice on the other thing.
It's
Sorry.
using the yes.
Yeah, as soon as you
fine.
started singing, I was like, oh shit.
That's all right. Big round of applause. That's why it's a jam. A Breakpoint jam. Your application is a tiny little server. All the information of its user interface. It dishes out the dirt with such a quiet fervor. You might not even realize it's taking place. VoiceOver gets a lightweight representation of the app's UI elementary. And it's just elementary, my dear Watson. Your app's an open book, no more mystery. Folks ain't got much use for bitmaps on screens. They get the lay of the land through this alternate means. Wanna build your app for maximum utility? Take a little time, implement accessibility, and tell the story of your application. Describe the glory of its interface so that we know sight unseen what's going on the screen. Share your app with the whole human race. There's an object behind each UI element. UI robust center in action or attribute. Voiceover also registers to be notified. It's things that happen in blow by blow. Like when key focus changes where it resides, all controllers come and go. Standard controls, it's all built in. We need a view of your own. We need your help to go in. This isn't rocket science in some government facility. So take a little time implement accessibility and tell the story of your application. Mind the glory of this interface so that it's easy as pie to automate your UI. Share your rap with the whole human race. Descriptions to suit your style. You can set them right in IBD. Or if you're suffering from storyboard denial, do it programmatically. Regardless of the way you get things done, you know accessible apps really have more fun. To great they enhance your virility, so take a little time, implement accessibility and tell the story of your application. Describe the glory of its interface so that we know sight unseen what's going on the screen. And it's easy as pie to automate your UI and leave every detail that we should render and grab. Shine your rap with the whole human race. Oh, yes. So, over the course of the conference, a number of people have asked, well, first, before I do that, how many people here have used test flights? Oh, make some noise. I'll tell you why I asked a little bit later. Now, a lot of people, or a number of people over the course of the conference have come up to me and asked, new song? So, let me tell you a little story. I arrived on Saturday, the 26th, in the afternoon. I arrived in Chicago with maybe half of a new song. And then Sunday morning, I saw a talk by this guy who encouraged me to engage in self-delusion. So I self-deluded myself into thinking I'd have a new song ready for you all by now. And that brings us back to test flight. So test flight, as you know, is you put your first build of your app out there and you send it to a bunch of people and they find every crash, every problem, every design flaw in your brand new app. So would you all like the test flight version of this new song?
I warned you.
Some words. All right. Sorry. That's all I have. That's not true. All right, so I'm not going to look at you all. Just going to try. Looking around, it's not always easy. Looking around to know what to think. All of your views you arrived at so easy can so easily fall out of sync. That's not destructive.
That's my fault. I'm so sorry.
No, keep doing it. It's fun. I'm looking. There we go. I'm looking for a source of truth, something to depend on, something I can count on, something I can base my views upon. I'm looking for that source of truth in a world that's always changing. The state of things keeps rearranging. Need something to build my views upon. State is great when you need to contemplate some data locally. Though it lives in the struct, you know it won't get chucked for views with the same identity. Let your values fade. Working with that state, what will you be finding? Working with that binding. When a view mutates a binding, behind the scenes there's some unwinding. Back to the instance where the values sit. This magical connection done by property wrapper value projection. Magical as with you I can get. I'm looking for that source of truth, something to depend on, something I can count on, something I can base my views upon. I'm looking for that source of truth in a world that's always changing. That state of things keeps rearranging. Need something to build my views upon. Over time, reality is mutable, but in each moment indisputable. I need to find a source that's suitable to build my views upon. I'm searching, still searching. When something is observable, your faith should be unswervable, but your view should now deserve to pull those values to display. When its property is bindable, it becomes read-write assignable. Now subviews are definable. Edit down the way. I'm looking for that source of truth, something I can count on, something I can build my views upon. Yeah, I'm looking for that source of truth in a world that's always changing. The state of things keeps rearranging. Need something to base my views upon. I'm looking for that source of truth. Thank you very much.
Ship it.
Oh. So that was a little song about Swift UI, clearly. I wrote a song many, many years ago, and it was about a class in Apkit. Time has come around, and people don't talk about Apkits. So I reworked the words. It used to tell one story, now it tells a brand new story, and we like to do that song because sometimes the only way you can express your feelings for a class or a structure or framework is through an up-tempo country western song. Woo! I love you. I love you. From the first time I saw you, I just knew. And my life would change forever in so many things I do. So let me take this moment just to see that I love you. With you, I being next, making with the dark mode, scrolling through a low wide load, dynamic type adjustments with a hell-lick of micro, double diagnosis, you work across devices and got accessibility to I love you. Woo! Love, not much a lovely. I once sent you a green card by the words were mild and flowery, but the gist was I love you. my days, setting my ways, then suddenly you come along. Well, you spun me around till I finally found you, got me singing a different song. I love you. I love you. Let me tell you one thing more, just don't trade me. I know that we'll grow old together, but my love will still seem new. 'Cause each passing year gets better since I fell in love with you. I love you. All right, so Josh mentioned in his opening statements about family and about this community. And, well, especially today on my birthday, so I'd like to do a little song that... Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I appreciate that very much. So this next song, it'll just be me on the ukulele. I wrote it a couple of years ago, but to me, it kind of distills a lot of what I've learned over the years, especially around things such as community and the people we meet along the way. And it's called Futureproof.
Friendships made along the way
never grow long in the tube. Ain't nothing more future-proof. Thanks for lending a hand, playing with the band and helping my dreams come true. Thanks for sharing the load, reviewing my code and helping my dreams come true. Thanks Carrie and Josh for the gift, putting on Deep Dish Swift, helping our dreams come true. Ooh, give them a round of applause. Friendships made along the way never grow long in the tube. Ain't nothing more future-proof. Friendships made along the way never grow long in the tube. Ain't nothing more future-proof. So thank you very much. We would like to do one more song for you. It's a little Hawaiian song. But we'd like to invite some folks up on stage, some folks we haven't introduced yet. Well, first, let me tell you the story of the Phantom Breakpoint. Oh, what? I didn't know they had those in LLDB. So, that song, for me, so many technologies have changed, but it really is those people that you meet and have a relationship over the years. So 12 years, 13 years ago, I met the Phantom Breakpoint. So somebody who plays an instrument, and we said, hey, yeah, it would be great if you played in a jam or what have you. We've been at least a half dozen conferences together since, and somehow we've never connected enough for him to play. And he's here at this conference as well. The Phantom Breakpoint is Kevin Munc. Give him a round of applause. He is the only person to have any kind of breakpoint designation without doing a damn thing. But we will have him as a breakpoint at some point. But it's been so long, he needed some kind of recognition. Now as to actual breakpoints, Daniel Kennett on guitar. He's joining us for the second breakpoint jam here at Deep Dish Swift. Also, Anluan O'Brien. Also second time at Deep Dish Swift. And I think that's all of them. Yep. So, before I do this last song, please, one more giant round of applause for all of the breakpoints. So, on a trip to Hawaii, I learned this Hawaiian phrase, which is the refrain for this song. So hearkening back even to that wonderful talk about the history of iOS development, this next song is thinking about in Hawaii, you know, like the coming and going of the tides and the breezes and the palm trees and what have you. Of course, your mind turns to the history of memory management and Apple frameworks. So we go all the way back. And it's a little song called the Liki Song. The chorus is easy to learn, easy to sing, so I encourage you highly to sing along with us. All right. Oh, happen to want to hear one more? Clap like you want to hear one more. So we're going to do one more song by your best applause. And this one, the photography you'll see in this are photos by Adam Tao, who is here at the conference. So a big round of applause for Adam. All right. Yep, soft and slowish.
My number 4 microphone got tired of me talking. Okay, that was amazing, band. Thank you very much. So glad to have you here, second year. Okay, we are going to roll pretty much straight into Daniel's closing keynote. I think everybody can stay on the stage for the closing keynote, right? No, okay, no, okay, we're not. So yeah, we're just gonna give it a minute here to get rearranged, and then we're gonna roll straight into it. So, I have number 1.